7-inch tablet. I had it about 6 months, and for the first 4 weeks it was working perfectly, and then after that, for some reason, it decided to not turn on. Now you're asking, Adam, like, but you've put a JVL thing in. Well, this is where I got really annoyed. I bought it on Wednesday, took it home, plugged it into the charger, charged it up, and the next day, which was the Thursday, I went to power it on and it wouldn't power on, and I went, okay. So I tried the usual things that what people would do, holding the power button on for 10 to 15 seconds. That didn't work. Hitting the power button and the down key, the volume down, to do a factory reset, that didn't work. I tried the power button and up, or the volume up. That didn't work. It didn't turn on. I got a paperclip and reset it. That didn't work. I checked the charger to see if it was pulling out enough voltage with a multimeter. It was pulling out the 5 volts. And while I was doing that, I felt the back of it to see if the battery was charging. It was charging. So I've come to the conclusion that it could have been either a faulty board or a faulty power switch. I'm not too sure. So I quickly rushed back to Australia Post and took it back and asked them to get another one in, because I really wanted to see what this branding was like. And I've got to wait till it could come in tomorrow, or it could come in on Friday. I'm most likely it's going to be in Friday, but I'm not hopeful that this unit is going to be any good. Now the one that you see in front of me, this is a Pendo 7. Like I said, I only had it for the first time I got out of the box. I charged it, I was playing with it, and within 4 weeks of using it, it just crapped itself. It just stopped working. And I have thrown some charge in it, and I checked the charger, and it just refuses to turn on. I'll even hold it for 10 seconds. If it turns on, I'll be absolutely annoyed. Okay, it's not turning on. Okay, it's not turning on. Yeah, it's typical. Now, that's typical for Pendo. When it craps itself out, it craps itself out good. I had the 10-inch one, and what I found with the 10-inch ones was the screen would flicker. Like there was something wrong with the panel. And they all did it. I've had 3 of these, and I've had two 10 inches, and the 10 inches had the problem of the screen would flicker really badly, and then for some reason they stopped working. I also bought a Pendo Corvette. It was like a laptop tablet type of thing. The problem with that was it had Windows 10, and you couldn't store the Windows 10 updates on the SD card. You could only store it on the direct memory, so it would have filled up very fast, and I was not happy about it. But if Pendo could have changed it, so it saved to the thing. I had something like 64 gig of space on an SD card, and it just it was really annoying, because it filled up fast, and there was nothing I could do. It kept saying full memory. And so that was the Corvette. What else have I bought that I've been disappointed with Pendo? I bought another Pendo 13-inch, but I just took it back because it just it switch on, but the screen touch wasn't working, and I just absolutely had enough. So for a while I didn't use it. I bought a Hewlett-Packard one. It was like the Corvette, and it was fine, but it had the same problem. All these tablet keyboard things, these netbook type of things, they have the problem that Windows 10 won't store on the SD card. the updates. It just won't do it. It'll keep the story to the memory, which, yeah, sometimes that's good, but like not when like the space you've got is like 64 gig and it's filling up fast. And like, yeah, you can put the apps on the card, but the problem is like it's saying efficient hard drive space gone. So that's the downfall of them. Now it's fine, like with Android, yeah, you can get away with like just updating like the necessities, but when you start putting apps on, yeah, it's a little bit harder because it fills up fast. Now, the unit I'm using at the moment, I've got a Samsung A8 Samsung phone, and it's got 16 gig memory card in it, and it's the internal memory is about half, which is normal because the updates. The card itself has got like something like, oh no, I think it might be a 32. I think I think it's a 32 gig card, because I filled up 20 gig of movies on it, and it's like 3/4 full. Now, what do I recommend? Stay away from these Pendo cheap ones. I am going to give JVL a chance when it comes back. I'm going to give it a go. I'm just like that. Like I'd rather give the product a very good chancing. I probably will end up buying another 7-inch to show you. Now the 7-inch Pendo. JVL does make a 7-inch. They also make like a Corvette, like a tablet with a keyboard attached. I will be grabbing that off the internet. I'm looking at the Amazon ones at the moment. I'm really going to be focusing on visually impaired equipment and tablets and phones. And the reason why I'm doing that, because there's some great apps for people like myself out there, and people that are a little more visually impaired. And we all know that if Apple does it, but hang on a sec, I've got to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. No. Sorry about that. I'm sneezing like hell. Is it gone? Yeah, it's gone. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm not. I want to give this company a fighting chance. Like I went on to see if I could find any information about this particular one, the JVL 10-inch, but like no one has got anything written up on it at the moment. I'll keep an eye on that. Also, I'm a little bit concerned about with it the power buttons. With the power button feels really weak, and like the charging side of it, like it was weird because I had to put the charger on an angle and it'd go in. So I'm not sure if that was the cause. I know the unit was charging because when I felt the back of it, the back of it was hot, it was warm, so the battery charged. So I think it could have been the power switch that could have been faulty, or something internal board failed. I don't know. So, and I wasn't going to open it because it was a warranty issue, and like I'd get a new one and give them a fair go. But yeah, I've got a strange feeling I'm going to be giving this one a flick too. But yeah, I'm going to have a look at their 7-inch and their like tablet with a keyboard on it. I'm going to give them a fair go. I would presume, I'm guaranteed you, they're basically a Pendo knockoff. They've got the same Pendo specs. The only thing the Pendo had, it had 4 gig of RAM. The other one, the JVL, only had 1 gig of RAM. That was the only difference. The one that I have could support 64 gig. The Pendo supported 128 gig. And yeah, I would basically count they're in the same factory. So I actually would like to get a Pendo 10 again and show you what happened. It may not happen. I've just had some really duds. and this is a prime example. This Pendo 7 here, it's just a dud. It's just died. And I pulled the SD card out of it and stuck it in this phone. So, like, I'm not happy. Like, I literally got a month out of it. Now, what am I looking in the future? See, the reason why I'm getting these tablets is because there is a visual impaired app that I'm really interested in, which when you hook it to a GoPro, or you can get special glasses with a camera on the side, it actually helps you. And you can mount it on the left or right, this camera, but they're $5,000, and I will be buying them. But I really want to get a tablet that will support it. And like Australia Post with the JVL only had the 10-inch, I'd rather the 7. But they do have a Pendo down there. I'll wait 2 weeks and I'll buy that Pendo 7, and I'll show you the difference. Also, too, what I did notice, the screen resolution. The Pendo went into natively 1080. The JVL went down to 480 was its native, so it's got a less color screen than the Pendo does. But if Pendo got its act together and fixed its bugs and got it going properly, they would outsell Apple, literally, because that particular unit cost me $180. Yeah, $180 it was, brand new. And it was, when it was working, the 10, it was working really well. It was really snappy. I filled up half the memory card and it was still snapping along. But like I said, it started flickering and then it just wouldn't turn on. So, and I wasn't going to open it. I could have opened it because it was out of warranty, and I went, nah, screw it. So I threw it. I wish I didn't now. I should have opened it and see what went wrong. But yeah, when you start buying these cheap tablets, you do run into these issues. So from now on, I'm looking at I'm not going to go near Apple products. I'll go to the Samsung range and go from there. And for some reason my phone just gave me a warning. Okay, we're going to wrap this up now. I've blabbered enough. All I ask is that you share this this stream on your Facebook page, and get the word out that I'm going to be focusing on cheap tablets and visually impaired equipment, and I will hopefully get this channel moving, because lately I've just been ignoring it and feeling a little bit depressed that I'm not getting the views that I want. I really would like 50 views, but it's going to take time. So yeah, guys, put this out on your Facebook, and I'll keep updating what's happening with visually impaired equipment, and how I get around the town, and funny stories, and I hope I can get some of my visual impaired friends to come and sit down, and we talk about the day-to-day lives that we're going to be going through. So hopefully I'll catch you soon, and bye for now.